The following video you're about to see is merely a re-uploading of a classic review. Here is when we originally aired the review. There is one minor alteration to it, the intro. To see the original version of the video, check the link in the description below. Otherwise, sit back, relax, and enjoy this classic moment from Please Rewind Napoleon. I can't believe I'm doing this one so early. I was hoping to wait until after like a year or something to do this one. Heck, it should have become in last place in the polls. But I guess I have no other choice. Before I begin, I just want to say, you people suck! Anyway, our next series comes to us from 1994 in the wake of its success in Japan. Yet it had two dubs that were both poor executions. I'm talking about the one named Sailor Moon.
Like quite a few anime, Sailor Moon got her start as a manga with a storyline that went a total of 52 chapters, and due to her popularity, she begat an anime that took the country by storm, which then begat 3 movies, a musical, and a live-action series.
Man, that's quite a lot for one girl. Anyway, when the anime took off well in Japan, the only logical thing to do is bring it over to the US. However, it was a pick-your-poison type of thing there. 2 companies were fighting over her, and both of them had pretty bad executions for the series.
Saban, the people that brought us the Power Rangers, wanted to remake this series completely, meaning they wanted to Americanize her through new animation and a brand new story. While DiC, a Disney-owned company known for shows such as Inspector Gadget and Sonic the Hedgehog, wanted to take the original anime and make an English dub for it. Saban shot bombed during the pitch, and then DiC's version became what we know as the current and only English dub to the series.
So how bad is this English dub? Was the series itself any good? Well, ladies, get your crystal wands and sailor suits, and guys, grab your tuxedos and roses, because we're going to take a look at Sailor Moon. I really hate you people for voting this as the next one.
So we start off by looking at the story behind what will take place in the series.
1,000 years ago, our moon was home to a great civilization ruled by Queen Serenity.
Okay. I can already see the kids talking about this part in history class. So, Billy, what did you know about the moon?
I know that over 1,000 years ago, it was a home to a great civilization ruled by Queen Serenity.
Billy, do me a favor and give this note to your parents today after school.
We then get a rude introduction to the first villain of the series, known as Queen Beryl, ruler of the evil Negaforce.
First the moon shall be mine, then the universe!
Was that Bette Midler voicing her just now? And what's with that design? I mean, Beryl looks like a mix of a hooker, Bride of Frankenstein, Bette's character from Hocus Pocus, and Edward Cullen after a sex change.
Of course!
We then watch the Moon Kingdom get destroyed and are introduced to a couple of plot devices used in this series, known as the Imperium Silver Crystal and the Crescent Moon Wand.
Only this crystal and wand can combat the power of the Negaforce. Never let our enemies get them, or the universe is doomed. But most of all, you must protect our dear Princess Serena. Understand?
Yes.
Wait. Time out, hold up. 3 things. 1. If those objects were so powerful, then how come she couldn't beat Beryl and the Negaforce with them, huh? 2. The safety of her daughter is more important than protecting those powerful objects. Why? 3. She's trusting the safety of these objects and her daughter to a couple of talking cats? What is this crap? What the heck's going on?
So the Queen of the Moon, aka Queen Serenity, decides to send her daughter, the objects, some random people, and the Guardians to Earth in the future. During the time warp, their memories are wiped out, and we end this bit to start the real story.
So we wasted just about a minute or so watching a short introduction that has stuff coming right out of nowhere, some mind-blowing moments, and stuff that is never spoken of again? Okay, I want to say it right now. A big lit... They did speak of it again? Okay then. Alright, let's continue.
So now we're in the present and are introduced to Serena, a lazy blonde girl who has this thing for being late to class. We follow her as she runs to school when she hears a couple of kids making a ruckus.
Hold it still. I want to feel its tongue.
Wait a minute, what did those kids say?
Hold it still. I want to feel its tongue.
I'm sorry, but that sounds like they're talking about rape. Oh yeah, this is a kid's show, alright.
So after scaring off the kids with her presence, Serena saves a black cat from its near raping. Throwing caution to the wind, she decides to help the cat by first removing a bandage from its head.
Huh? Is that a crescent moon? Miss I sent something. Nice kitty.
Oh, that's new and, creepy.
So after the staring contest ends, we cut to Serena in class as she receives her latest test score.
I failed?
Did I forget to mention she's a poor student? Seriously, most of her grades are like that.
How can that be?
Tonight on Newsbreakers, why Johnny can't read. Maybe it's because Johnny's teacher doesn't know Jack. Are your kids' teachers qualified to teach? What we found out will disturb you. Learn the shocking truth about why Johnny can't learn.
So Serena then gets a pep talk from her friend Molly, which later results in the two of them going shopping. At this point in time, Queen Beryl and her army start planning on how to gather energy, a plot that continues throughout the series.
Strange evil plan if you ask me. Then again, this is Japan we're talking about here, and... never mind, moving on.
So the girls go into a jewelry store owned by Molly's mom, which is having the most ridiculous sale I've ever heard of. 90% off everything in the store. This of course causes a craze in the shoppers and discourages the girls.
Serena, this is way weird. What's up with your mom, Molly? I've never seen her like this before. I don't know, but I'm worried.
No, you're not. At least that's what I'm getting from the tone of your voice.
This place is totally wacko, Molly. What's going on? Where are you going?
Well, that was a fast subject change. I mean, 1 second they're talking about the store, then Molly freaks out and asks Serena where she's going. There's a sign of bad writing for a dub right there. Anyway, the way this conversation should end is not like this.
I think I'll take a nap before showing my mom my grades. Okay, see you tomorrow, Serena.
But like this.
I'm going to the writer's room to reread the script because I think you skipped a line or something and I missed the setup to your freak out.
Okay, see you tomorrow, Serena.
So Serena then heads home after the weirdly written conversation, and along the way she has a couple of distractions. The first being an encounter with a high school guy named Darian after crumpling up her test and throwing it over her shoulder.
Hey, watch it, meatball head.
Huh? Oh, sorry.
A 30? Admirable.
No!
Are you stupid or just incredibly lazy?
Huh! How dare you! Give me that!
This Darian dude seems like a pretty cool guy. He mocks dumb blondes and doesn't afraid of anything.
Her second distraction comes when she spies a poster of Sailor V, the big celebrity of the town. While looking at the poster, she has a meltdown.
Who am I kidding? I'll never be like Sailor V. Not with grades like this. Mom's gonna blow a gasket when she sees this. What am I going to do?
Stop whining.
So Serena finally arrives at home where her mother gives her the third degree regarding the latest test.
Serena, come on, tell me, how did you do?
It's meatloaf. Well, you see, it's like this.
Let me see.
Okay.
30? You said you studied! Know what you need to do?
No.
Go back to the library to study for a makeup test!
Crap, Serena's mom scares me. If that's her reaction to a bad grade, I'd hate to see her reaction to Serena dating.
So we then cut back to the store to find that the sale was a trap set by Beryl's army to steal energy through greed. Oh yeah, and that wasn't Molly's mom running the store there either, just another Negaverse creep. After that freaky moment, we cut to Serena back in her room having yet another encounter with the cat.
You scared me. What are you doing here?
Why, Serena, I came to see you, of course. Who else?
God. I swear, if I hear another voice that reminds me of another celebrity that some people don't know, I'm gonna blow.
So the cat, whose name is Luna, tells Serena all about how she's supposed to be Sailor Moon, but Serena thinks that it's just a dream resulting from too much studying. To prove her story, Luna produces a magic brooch by doing a backflip.
Yeah, good luck with convincing her that your story is real just by giving her a brooch. I don't think she'll get it.
Luna continues her story by now giving Serena instructions regarding the power of the brooch, which will allow Serena to transform into the pretty soldier Sailor Moon.
This is no joke, Serena. Do you hear me? This is your destiny.
My destiny? I must be dreaming.
It's no dream. I'll prove it, Serena. Just repeat after me. Moon Prism Power.
Okay. Moon Prism Power!
By the way, did I mention the near nude silhouette transformation sequence?
Okay, that costume has me saying right now I know what we're all thinking just by looking at that costume.
That day, all female officers will be required to wear tiny miniskirts!
What happened?
After the transformation sequence is over, Sailor Moon senses danger at the jewelry store and heads down there to save Molly. During the fight, Serena's true form seeps through as her fear is apparent after just one scrape on the knee.
Ow, that hurt. I don't want to do this anymore.
Wow, if all it takes is a scrape on the knee to make someone stop being a hero, then I want in on the Negaverse's side.
After her minor freakout, Sailor Moon then receives a visit and pep talk from a man in a tuxedo. Enter Tuxedo Mask, a man who will show up multiple times throughout the series, throwing roses at enemies and helping Sailor Moon as much as possible. Anyway, even with the pep talk she gets from the tuxedo here, she still flips out and, well...
But I don't want to be a warrior.
Stop that idiot crying!
God, listen to that! Stop that brother!
So the sonic screams stun the foe long enough to where Sailor Moon is able to whip out her most overpowered attack ever, her tiara, which kills the enemy in one hit. Talk about anticlimactic. After the day is saved, we cut to the school the next day as Molly and a couple other girls talk about the incident, saying that it was a dream they shared.
What? Are you kidding? I had the same dream. Yeah, me too. That's weird. Very weird. Serena, isn't that the weirdest? Serena? Shh. Hey, you guys, could you please keep it down? I was up late last night and I just need a little bit more sleep. Good night.
And that was the pilot for this series. The rest of the story is basically this.
In later episodes, we find the other scouts, sailors Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, and Venus, locate the Silver Imperium Crystal.
Imperium Silver Crystal!
Tell them that! Serena is revealed to be the Princess of the Moon. No shit. Find out that Tuxedo Mask is Serena's boyfriend from her past life. Beryl manipulates Tuxedo Mask, the scouts fight Beryl, the world is saved, and memories are lost.
But that's just the first season. Yes, that's right, this series went on for 5 seasons in Japan, 4 of which were licensed for an English dub.
Each season centers around a new evil plot with a new set of villains. Season 2, known as Sailor Moon R in Japan, is a 2-plot season. The first centers around a couple of leftover villains from the Negaverse set on draining energy from the masses and reviving the once fallen Negaforce by collecting the energy in a dark tree or some crap like that. After that, we cut to our newest main character, Rini, who comes from the future seeking the Silver Crystal in hopes of saving her mother from the newest threat, the Negamoon. After defeating a Negamoon group that followed Rini into the present, the scouts decide to go with Rini to the future to save her mother. During their time in the future, a big secret about the little girl is revealed.
Sailor Moon, Tuxedo Mask. Huh? You should know that she's your daughter.
Me a parent? Oh, no wonder this little brat annoys me so much. She takes after you, don't you think?
Huh?
Oh.
Wait, whoa, time out yet again. So Rini asked Sailor Moon to save herself in the future. Time paradox!
Back to the plot. Serena is kidnapped by the leader of the Negamoon group, who we only know as the Old Man. The kid then becomes evil, and it's up to the girls to stop her and the Old Man, which does happen in the end.
Kind of an uneventful season there. I should mention that after the second season, Deke lost all rights to the dub due to poor ratings, and the rest of the series was handed over to Cloverway Studios. Compared to the Deke dub, it was left with few to no edits and stayed as close to the original Japanese dialogue as possible. However, the acting still suffered. There were some voices that seemed more fitting or didn't really change between the two dubs, while others just didn't work, such as Serena's voice actress, who makes the now 15-year-old girl sound like a 40-year-old British woman.
I stand for justice! I stand for love! I'm Sailor Moon! Be strong, girl. If anyone needs to study, it's you. Arcades and good grades don't mix.
That voice is, it's like Goofy mated with Angela Lansbury. It just, oh, God.
Let's party!
The third season seemed to step it up with a sort of goofy evil plot, but a villain that actually almost brings about the end of the world. Anyway, this season centered around a group of people who plan on stealing pure hearts in hopes of finding the 3 pure heart crystals, which hold the key to limitless power, which the villains plan to use for destruction. On top of this, the girls are dealing with finishing middle school and getting into high school.
Like they didn't have enough problems to deal with that they felt the need to put that on film.
Anyway, they have to fight off the pawns known as Heart Snatchers, while also dealing with 2 new Sailor Scouts with questionable motives, Sailors Neptune and Uranus. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention one other scout who appears in this season that also made a bit appearance last season, Sailor Pluto, the guardian of the Gate of Time. The 3 of them are looking for a villain that escaped them many years ago. They feel that it might have something to do with these strange events regarding the pure heart crystal.
It sounds a little far-fetched to me. Then again, the origin story they brought up in the first season is pretty much on the same level.
Oh yeah, in addition to the 2 new scouts and the reappearance of Sailor Not a Planet Anymore, we get a revisit much later, about halfway through the season. And guess who it is?
Ghost Nappa!
Sorry, no, that's not even this anime. I think I'll let the clips speak for themselves.
Let's just say I'm not a fan. I'm here to help my fellow scouts who've totally had a meltdown in the Stick Together department.
The voice. I know that voice.
I am Minnie Moon, champion of justice and togetherness. I am the future. But I fight evil here and now, and that would be you.
Minnie Moon?
Yep, that illegitimate time paradox daughter of Serena's came back. Question, why?
Mother told me to come back to Earth to become a Sailor Scout like you.
What?
Cute. She thinks her younger mother will teach her how to be a hero. God help that poor child.
Anyway, while she's back in the past, she makes a new friend and a girl named Hotaru. Wait.
What? All the other people in this series got a name change during translation. Why not Hotaru?
Whatever, back to the story summary here. Hotaru has a small secret. She's actually half a person. That's right. Half of her happens to be our main villain, whose face remains obscured during the next few episodes. Then, after a long wait, we come to the final battle with our season's villain. No, not that mystery scientist guy who kept producing the Heart Snatchers, but that little girl Hotaru, otherwise known as the evil... Wait
a second, is that? Nah, couldn't be. Is that another Sailor Scout?
Yes, this season's villain is a Sailor Scout, Sailor Saturn. Yeah, she's the one who causes the end of the world, as seen in Mars' vision from the very start of the season. After her defeat, her bringing of the end of the world continues, and the only way to stop it is for Sailor Moon to sacrifice herself and her pure heart crystal. After the end has ended, we see Sailor Moon, sadly still alive, holding a baby.
Okay, so the evil Sailor Saturn has been defeated and was turned into a baby upon defeat. Okay, I'm lost. Why did we choose to turn her into a baby?
Turns out it was part of a plan to give her a second chance. So later on, Neptune and Uranus drop off baby Hotaru to be in the care of a rehabbing once evil doc that produced the Heart Snatchers. The season then ends with some infighting of the Scouts and Neptune, Uranus, and Not a Planet leaving. Now we have the original 5 and the Time Paradox.
Which brings us to the 4th and final season that was dubbed in English. And in terms of story, this one just plain sucks.
The entire season doesn't really deserve a long, in-depth review, as it is basically this. Rini holds within her the power of Pegasus, the protector of dreams. A villain from the past whose name is unimportant is trapped in a mirror and needs the power of Pegasus to break free. Her lackeys sends out these 2 men, a woman, and 4 girls who work undercover to steal people's dreams in hopes of finding the Golden Dream Mirror, which holds Pegasus. Freeing the villain, the final battle begins, the foe is defeated, and the season ends with the following notes. Darian and Serena are dating, then again they were doing that back around season 2. The girls are officially in high school, and the world is safe from evil yet again.
I covered the 5th season, but since it's only available in Japanese, I can't really cover it. Especially since this review is solely on the English dub. So, I'm pretty much done here. So the overall thought on the series? Well, let me put it this way. The series itself is decent. Sure, in the dub, it's bad. But I think it's still a decent series in its original form.
It doesn't matter who got the rights to dub the series, the dub flopped when it aired. Its subpar acting, bad dialogue writing, over-editing, unfitting voices, and removing key plot points through dumping episodes just messed this thing up. Heck, there were even some sex changes for certain characters as well as changes that caused controversy. With the previously mentioned edits and dropped episodes, the series was filled with many large plot holes, and the pointless backstory bit in the beginning of the very first episode destroyed the mystery that spanned the first season, since they failed to obscure the characters and basically forgot to call spoiler warning before throwing all that info out there for the viewers. Oh yeah, let's not forget about the inconsistency in certain titles during the first season. You know, the flip-flopping of the name of the crystal, the constant switching between Negaforce and Negaverse. So, the negative factors of the dub outweigh any levels of decency the original content had when it aired. Plus, the series stopped airing in English after May 2004 due to lapsed and unrenewed licenses. So the only way to view the English episodes, like you'd really want to, is to view them on YouTube or some other video site.
Bottom line, I suggest if you're a fan of Sailor Moon, either stick with watching the series in its original Japanese with English subtitles, reading the manga, or wait on the possible redub by Funimation or something. Whew. Now that I finally got this thing done, maybe I can finally live without saying,
Hey, Napoleon!
Oh god, don't tell me.
Yep, your favorite person in the whole wide world, Sailor Moon, is here. What do you say we...
Hold on to that thought, Meatball Head. I'm Napoleon Dynamite, and I'm gonna go find my sanity before the next review.
Hey! Don't you dare storm out of here like that! I'm Sailor Moon, goddammit! Hey! Get back here! I'm not finished with you, you son of a bitch!